So this is a series of conversations showing how focusing can combine with almost anything. And today I have Susan Deisroth with me. Susan is a long-time focusing-oriented relational therapist with a passion for relationality.
That's true, but doesn't fit exactly. So,
What would you
and
say?
it's because, though I think relationality is very important, I believe in it and all that, I find it hard sometimes. And I think for me, what is the heart of it? The heart of what I think is so important is authenticity, genuineness. That can be hard too.
It could be very hard. So that's a wonderful example of focusing, that relationality is right, but it doesn't fit. And what fits there is this passion for authenticity and genuineness, which of course is a big part of relationality in therapy and in life, right?
Right.
And not so easy either to be authentic and to be genuine. But the fit of, oh, I have a passion for, the right word is this authenticity. And knowing you, I know that's really true. That you're always searching for that and wanting to be true to that, wanting to unfold it.
I can feel when I'm in that zone. I can feel it in my body. I can feel in here something open up, and it's also a relaxation. And my voice, which often comes from here when I'm nervous, it's tight. It's as if everything goes like that.
And is that in therapy too? Do
Therapy.
you remember that, or?
Oh yes, I can feel that in therapy, both as a therapist and as a client. And I feel it with people, and in groups, which I find difficult.
Oh yes.
I felt it in our group that often, it's like a home then, but I can't will it.
Yes.
I wish I could. I can't make it.
You can't make it, but somehow remembering it gives you this settled feeling. What is it?
I don't know. I feel I can't get there. I can be very uptight, and I know that feeling of being squeezed together, and I can remember the other, but I can't, that doesn't allow it. It's like I have to go through tolerating what doesn't feel good. I have to somehow accept that.
You have to go through tolerating what doesn't feel good to have this sort of sense of authenticity and this home base.
But it's like I have to accept fully that I'm not feeling open, expansive, and all of that. I'm feeling threatened, say. And just accept that. And the more I can accept that, then sometimes I can feel, a settling, an opening. But I think my danger is when I try to get out of that uncomfortable place, remembering how nice it is when I'm not there. And it's as I'm not really accepting fully. I'm trying to skip over it.
When you're trying to get the patient to do something, it's a lost cause. But that, since we're one system, if I can do something different in myself, if I can accept, embrace myself, it changes the system. And I think that's what you're saying, is that when you change your relationship to yourself in that moment, then it changes the dynamic of what's going on between you. That's quite exciting.
I think so. You know, I'm thinking that my voice becomes a little different, fuller. My face, the muscles are eased. That has to be maybe perceived.
Oh, absolutely. It changes the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is really what we're taking in. What the nourishment, you know, is in the energy between us, and that changes. And then it may be that when you're not bracing against your own feelings, as you say, you can listen better, but also you can be more interested. You can be genuinely interested in what the other person is saying and what it's bringing up in you.
Yeah. When you said listen better, I think that I can get a certain feel of when somebody's listening to me, and how, you know, how deeply it just comes across. So I was thinking how, you know, the acceptance of oneself means you accept what's out there too, and you can take it in from in a much wholer, deeper way.
Yes, that's so true, that when you accept yourself, you can accept the other. You can accept what's out there. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm thinking about Carl Rogers' ideas that the conditions of growth in therapy are that the therapist needs to be genuine, have unconditional positive regard and empathy, or I think it goes the other way. Empathy, unconditional positive regard, and genuineness. But often those don't go together, that your feeling of unconditional positive regard, that striving toward it, and empathy doesn't go with what you're genuinely feeling. And we're talking about that right now, is that in a relationally oriented therapy, we need to have all three of those things, and we need to make space for the places where we are not together, where there's a disjunction between the therapist and the client, and then the therapist really accepting herself and having unconditional positive regard for herself, empathy for herself, that makes the genuineness, also brings in the other.